I do not understand why it does that. Sorry, guys. Every time I reload this thing or change something, all of a sudden it can't find my microphone anymore. But that is okay. Here we go. All right. So things should. Wait, what? Now, oh, now, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I fixed it. Okay. But anyway, I apologize. I don't know. I got to change a couple of things around, such as in YouTube, I need to somehow remove the watermark that's on my videos because obviously it's like right over my face now. Well, I don't know even know if you guys see it that way or not, but I don't know how to do that readily. I guess I'd be in here somewhere. No, 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 no. That's going to be somewhere else. This one? I apologize. I don't know where these things are right now. There we go. Remove it. Publish. I don't know if it'll change it now, but hopefully it does. I don't know, but I see the what it's like right over my face, and I don't like it. If you're viewing on I don't know. Maybe you guys can remove it on your end or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so on my videos, there's a watermark of my logo basically in the bottom right-hand corner of my videos. In the preview that I see, it's right there over my face. But if you guys aren't seeing it, then that's fine. Then I'm good with it because maybe they remove it then or something. I don't know. Maybe it'll only play after the video's published, which is even worse. So those of you watching the video, I apologize for that. Hopefully it won't happen again. I removed it, but we'll see. I don't know. But it just seemed, let me see if I can refresh this real quick. Okay, there it goes. It's gone now. Anyway, whatever. I'm learning stuff. It has to happen. Learning things is a thing that happens for sure. But hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this place. Or whatever. I don't, things. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Hey, there's my there's the Botrix bot. That's the one I'm using now. The bot or the app I use, it's a bot, but it's a local bot, so it's basically a program on my computer. But what I use didn't have settings for YouTube. It didn't have the ability to connect to YouTube initially, and it just came out today. So I rushed to set it up. So commands sent in YouTube should work, but I don't know for sure. But welcome in, everybody. Hello. I'm glad to see you guys be here and do stuff and whatnot. And yes, in all the things while we play around with stuff. But we'll see what actually happens. I don't think I need this up. I don't believe I do. I think I'm actually good with where I am now. I believe. Anyway, so I do kind of see myself here and I don't really want to, but I need to keep an eye on what's happening with, on YouTube and the other things. So I have a lot of weird windows up. I'm not going to see what I normally see. But anyway, we're going to jump in actually. Oh, let me start my music. Boop. And boop. I don't even know if it's loud enough. I guess we'll find out. I think I hear something. Not you, buddy. I got puppers on the bed. Come here. Come here. He's looking at my hands like, what do you want? He doesn't understand come yet. Come here. Noi! Puppers! Such a cute puppy. He's adorable. He's like, what are you doing, Dad? Why do you keep doing this to me? Why do you do this? Hi, puppy. Boop. Okay. He's like, I have no idea what you were doing, Dad, but okay. Ugh. Anywho, so we're here. I'm doing things. Nope, we're not. Oh, goodness, I don't know what you just did, buddy, old pal. I don't know what you just did. He jumped on my keyboard. Hey, you can't do that, okay? I know I just picked you up, but you can't do that. It's not playtime. Oh my goodness, it's not playtime, buddy. Ow! No! Goodness gracious. He is small. He's almost fully grown too, actually. He's gonna be super, super, super small boy. They say you can tell whether or not a puppy's gonna be fully grown based on the paws. And if his paws look bigger than his body, like too big for his body, they grow into their paws. And his they seem normal to me. You know, they really do. Like, I feel like he's already there, but I don't know. Hey! Nope. Nope. I gotta put you down. I'm gonna he's not leaving me alone. I apologize. I'm gonna have to go on a bird break right now, right away, and that is terrible. But I gotta put him down because he's not leaving my hands alone. He keeps trying to jump on the keyboard, and it's just untenable at the moment. So I apologize. Give me a second.
No! 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 Damn it!
Let's put some of this other stuff away. Missed by about 3 or 4 blocks. Easy to do. Yeah. Oh my god! Hey, Matt.
Let's put the pumpkin back on. Alright, so see these guys, I just need to go ahead. Ow! What? Why? 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 No, 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 no! Damn it! Where did he come from? Damn it! I should have flown. I should have flew away. Always fly away. Always.
Really cool.
Okay. Sorry about that. Welcome back to me. Yippee, 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 yay. Yippee, yay, yay. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my dogs are just gonna have tiny, tiny paws. And maybe he's got some more growing to do. I don't know. Anywho, so I'm going to go back and do what I got to do. Anyhow, I'm going to do some stuff. I need to remove those because that's annoying me. So last time, since people aren't necessarily up on what I've been... Well, actually, I guess people are. But I've been doing some things. I'm not sure exactly what I did off camera, what I did on camera, yada, yada. But I'm just going to show you what I kind of have. That I think was recently done. This was actually over here, and I got a couple of torch flowers. Did I put them in here, or did I use them? I don't remember what I did with them. Did I plant them? Maybe I planted them. I don't know if I have the other one or not. I feel like I don't yet. I didn't get one of those seeds. But we have a lot of this stuff from the new things of 120 that I was playing with last stream. So they're all over here. We have one fully grown guy. Yeah, we got a torch flower here. We also have a creeper over here too. Because, you know, that's fun. Hi. Bye. This is Hardcore World. I did update this one. I didn't update the one that I used to go on the server. They're actually different. I have a pitcher pod. I didn't have one of those. Let's go plant this guy. I think you plant them. I believe. Looks like it. It planted. We're going to wait. Well, actually, I think I can bone meal it, right? Bone meal is definitely a thing I can do. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah. Uh-huh. Got it. Yep. Okay, it's done. And now I have one of these. I have a pitcher plant. Pitcher plant. Planted, pitched. Pitched, planted, bone mealed, grown, plucked. About to be planted again. So we have both. Boom and boom! They're both here. That's kind of cool. I like that one. And that's even before the other 3 guys that I found kind of grew up. I went back out and I found 3 more eggs in a lukewarm ocean because that's apparently an option. And yeah, it's a thing for sure. So, what do I want to do now? I don't really know. The thing is, I want to go somewhere and I want to start building, right? Building is the thing I want to do because I've spent so long down here not doing anything, and I really want to get started with some actual builds. So we're going to do this. I need to go, I don't know, somewhere. I got to figure something out. How many rockets do I have? I do have enough rockets for now. I can fly around a little bit. For a really big omelet. Yeah, you know. Okay, so... what do we have in the area? This is the thing, right? We have a lot because I've explored a lot. I know of a lot. But I don't know where I want to live exactly. Do I want to live in the village? Do I want to stay here? I feel like I should probably do something in the area. Because of the fact that I kind of have some stuff here already. I would love to redo an iron farm better. But part of me also wants to redo it elsewhere. So I don't necessarily want to do all that on camera because I've already done all those, but it's... I don't know. Like, part of me just wants to redecorate these things and call it a day, but they're not super, like, I mean, they're definitely not pretty. Don't get me wrong. They're not pretty at all. Or even am I? I don't really have a vision or a theme yet. I like to create a story around them. I think the Botrix bot is a little too frequently putting it out there. I like to create a story, but I don't really have one of those yet because usually in hardcore, I want to get to a certain point first. And this is about the point. Like, I have all my diamond gear. I'm pretty well protected. I've got food. I have rockets. You know, I have everything I need to actually go do stuff and investigate and play around and yada yada. So I like that and I'm good with that, but I need to figure out this story. And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out now. I don't know. I have an idea of maybe recreating this village to a degree. And making some kind of a custom village. Yeah, I don't actually use totems. I don't mess with totems. In hardcores. I think they're... I know a lot of people use them and it's pretty widely accepted. Well, I don't know about widely accepted, but there's a tear of the community on whether or not they should be allowed in hardcore, and I'm on the side of not being allowed, so I'm not going to touch totems. I think it makes it too easy. It removes the risk. And if you're going to do that, then you might as well just not play a hardcore world. Like, I may not even play a hardcore world after I die in this one. Because I kind of just want to build and stuff. But hardcore, I don't know, it adds an extra level of excitement. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Totems could be a blending of the two. Alright. Well, almost walked off that edge. I'm trying to get like a vision or something. You know, I can look at something and be like, ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. I would have done some exploration to figure out what I wanted to build and where I wanted to do it before I even started today. But I hadn't actually considered it because I was doing so much of the other stuff about the whole multi-stream to brand new platforms and everything. And I don't know. I mean, I have done that. I've died like... Oh, you mean with a totem? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I died twice in a row because I don't use them. But I could see myself, like, I've died in the middle of lava before, you know? So that's definitely a thing that could happen. But I don't know. it kind of removes some of the excitement for me, you know? Like if I know that I have 1 extra life and I have extra totems, and then of course you have the mods that will automatically repurpose it and throw it back in your offhand. Like it'll refill totems. Then you just carry 4 or 5 totems on you and then boom, 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 boom. By that time you can be out of even lava in the middle of a lava lake if you do it right. And it just, I don't know. It just takes up inventory space to stay alive. So just go play a world where dying doesn't matter. Use totems then if you want to. I mean, by all means. I don't even know how much iron I have. I think I want to start by tearing down... I need to go figure out my iron situation. Yeah, I mean, just if you're just playing vanilla, if you want to use them, that's fine too. I mean, I get that. But like, I also have other... Like, I'll use graves in vanilla. I mean, obviously hardcore doesn't matter, but I'll use a grave so that my items don't despawn in vanilla because, you know, I really hate when my items disappear. Alright, so we're gonna go badoop, badoop, check that, go ahead and get a bunch of these guys going. Just kind of keep going here. I don't really need the iron, but I kind of wanted to keep it cleaned, keep it cleared out. Since I have that option currently. And then I can do this. And we'll just keep going. Hey Renegade, what's up? I can't really see what those emotes are actually in this thing. It gets that's weird. But hi! It's good to see you, buddy. It just shows his emote. So, emote back. Alright, I'm going to put these in here. Wonder if there's a way I can make it. See those? I don't know. Animal Conservatory. Make a living area for all types of animals and hostile mobs eventually, making it as pretty and realistic as possible. The high and hype. Nice, okay. Good! Hi! Woo! Anyway. Alright, so... I could do something along those lines. I want to start off by tearing down the houses that are here. Because if we're going to run with that idea, right, which I'm not against. I'm totally not against. Can I, like... How do I... Oh, alt-click? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna reverse this. Because... up here on the left side, like over here, it shows my inventory, and if that side of it is like floating in the middle of nowhere, it's gonna bug me. So that's fine. We're gonna put this stuff down here like so. Anyway, but yes, let me tear down some of these houses and see if we can't go like that or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll do some stuff. Okay, I need to jump. Jump, self, jump. I just want to get rid of everything so I have some kind of a clean slate. I would love to redecorate some of the village stuff. But if we're going to go with that kind of an idea, some kind of a conservatory or animal collection area, a zoo, if you will. Some people call it a zoo. We are going to need attendants. We're going to need villagers or something nearby that know how to take care of the animals. So we're going to need to build stuff for them as well. We're going to need to do some big stuff here to figure out exactly what it is we want to accomplish. Of course, there's a zombie over here that's burning on fire. He's going to try to hit me now. Bye! Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, goodness gracious. My feet are already hurting. Isn't that a thing? Isn't that something? All right. I guess I should go sleep. Actually, I have a bed on me, so that's fine. Why not? Bam, boom, bing, and yeah. So I also get a lot of wood doing this, which is one of the things that I really kind of want a lot of. I don't have a lot of it at the moment. I haven't really broken down jungles or anything. A lot of times when I'll start a new game, I'll actually start off in a forest, and I'll have to clear that forest. I'll be chopping down lots and lots of trees, which takes time. But at the end of it, I literally have unlimited wood. I'll never need to worry about wood again. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's tedious, but very useful. Because otherwise, I don't really do much as far as breaking down trees and stuff. Like, I usually don't worry about it. I'll get what I need as I need it, which is a bad thing to do. You should probably just stock up when you can, but I don't know. I've never really been that kind of person when it comes to wood. I'll do that with other things if it's really hard to get to, like ender pearls. I don't necessarily need ender pearls. Like, I don't use them very often, but even still, I usually have like a chest or something, or at least a few stacks of them. You know, so that's the thing. Working as usual, also working on moving. Moving? Interesting. Moving where? Where are you moving to? Also, you're working, so if you can't, you can't really respond at the moment, I get it. But that sounds, that's cool. Moving. I thought you moved. Didn't you move recently enough? I feel like you did, but I could be wrong. All right. Come on, houses. I don't need you. I don't want you. You all need to go bye-bye now. You know, there's going to be a situation where I clear out some of the village and I'm going to have, like, leftover glass panes just floating in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to be jumping around. I'm going to hit one, stop, and wonder what the heck just happened. It's probably going to happen at some point. Just saying. Probably will happen. Okay. Oh, goodness. Breaking down houses is so much fun. So much fun indeed. I'm lying, of course. It's not really all that fun. So Angela and I have been, wow, words. Angela and I have been going through the Marvel movies, and it's getting pretty good. We haven't watched the latest ones yet, and we haven't really gone to theaters to see like the brand new one. I don't know if there is one in theaters at the moment, but hey, look, they're grown up. Wow, that was a lot of zoom. They grew up. But we did just watch Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And we've gone through every single one of them up to that point as well. Test? What are we testing? Ooh. Because I know you mentioned before, like, some messages aren't seen. It actually says in, like, in my settings or whatever, in here, it says Kick is read-only. So, from Kick, it will show, in YouTube, like, YouTube will show Kick messages, but Kick won't show YouTube messages. And I think that's because of that read-only setting, and I don't know why it's there. It's not something on my end. Kick is still being developed. Like, you can already see, like, a lot of bugs and stuff. Oh. It says I have an excellent connection. Looks like you're on YouTube, too, so it should be, like, that's the one that actually shows. I would suspect Kick would have the lag issues, if anything. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I don't know. I'm getting a little better with the reselling thing as well, getting more of that in there. So I'm hoping that oh, it's okay. Don't worry about that. I mean, right now there's going to be basically nobody. They're brand new platforms. So I have a feeling they're going to treat lurkers differently. Like, I'm sure there's some people who have me on in the background, but they're not going to count. Especially if there's like no chat messages or anything. And I love you guys. I love the lurkers. I don't mind if you're just hanging around for the voice or whatever. But it's just one of those deals. Like, it's not. I have a feeling it's not actually going to help. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. As if you're playing Minecraft too. But it's just one of those things. This is more of a, is the quality up to par? And what are the stats going to look like afterwards? You know? Because even within this one window of, like, hey, Drew. One window of YouTube, like, the stats are not matching up. So it's like, I don't know. But how's it going? Big fan. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome in. I'm working on, not working on, testing the waters as far as streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. So, I don't know. I wouldn't really call it a following, but I have a handful of people, I guess, that actually watch my videos and stuff on YouTube. And I haven't really kept up with videos, but I do keep up with streaming. So if I start streaming on YouTube, then it'll give them content. And we'll see. But, I don't know. We'll find out. But I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do the multi-stream or if I'm just going to go to one. I guess it depends on just how well it works overall over a span of time, a month or so, which I might even go a little longer than a month because I only stream a couple days a week. I was mentioning about the reselling thing, and for people who are unaware, basically me and my girlfriend, she doesn't mind if I do another day of streaming, but I do have to, like, our agreement was that in order for that to be a thing, I have to get into the habit of doing the reselling stuff on a regular basis. And I haven't currently made it a habit yet, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. And once I kind of get used to doing that, then I can stream a third day a week. It'll be pretty cool. Hey, Delona. How's it going? Join us! The Kool-Aid's warm. I don't know about warm Kool-Aid either. I think that's probably... Make it cold, and we might have a deal. Might have a deal if it's cold. But anyway, it's good to see you, Delona. It's been a while. I know you kind of switched over to doing one of the card games, right? I don't know if it was Magic. I feel like it might not have been. Maybe it was Magic. I don't know, but you started doing that and I actually started working out with you. Working out for you pretty well. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I'm usually late to the party too. Oh, you stopped Magic. But it was Magic. Did you go back to Minecraft or are you doing something else now? Or are you just not streaming anymore? And if you don't want to say, by all means, you don't have to. I mean, I'm asking questions because I know you. I know of you. We hung out a little while there. I don't remember how long or even how long ago. My brain doesn't work all the time, but I remember you at least. But yeah, I'm usually like late to the party. There's usually like something that goes on. Like all of this Twitch stuff, and I can talk about Twitch now because, I'm not streaming to Twitch actively right now. So, But the big deal with Twitch is that there's a lot of policy changes. Like they're changing a lot of things. And I think that's going to kill them. Like they recently just made... I gotcha. That's cool. Final Fantasy, yeah. I can see that. Final Fantasy is a huge game. I would say some of the popular ones, like 7. I know 7 was big, and they recently did a remake of it. I would say target those. Obviously, don't listen to me. You do what you want, but that would be something I would do if I were doing those kinds of games. But I do actually want to try to stream some other games on here as well. I'm thinking actually maybe jumping into a Raft stream. I know Winter's a huge fan of Raft. I actually really like the game as well. I haven't done it in a while. I wanted to do it. I actually had an inkling to play it a little bit. Yeah. I gotcha, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been playing. I told Angela, we haven't actually finished Zelda yet, but I told her I might actually restart Zelda and actually play it on stream. I'm thinking about doing some other stuff, but I know one thing that I definitely want to do is not abandon Minecraft. I always want to do Minecraft. I don't mind if the streams are slow or whatever. I don't give a crap anymore. That's not something that's on my mind as far as necessary or whatever. But I want to, like, I don't know. I want to play Minecraft because I love Minecraft, but I also like other games too. It's just, I don't know. Because I don't know. I kind of want to do a lot of stuff. But I need to get settled first. And right now, Minecraft is kind of the thing that I'm doing. If I can stream more, that's when I'd add in like a third day that I'd mix it up. I'd probably do mostly Minecraft, 2 days a week of Minecraft. I fell in a hole! And then I would do a third day of one other random thing. But yeah, anyway, I was talking a little bit about Twitch. And basically, the concept of Twitch is that they're shutting it down. Like, you can tell by their policy changes, they can tell that they're bleeding and they're trying to staunch the bleeding by cutting off access. So one of their most recent changes, which is probably going to kill them, honestly, it's probably the change that actually dug their own grave, is that they removed, like they created a policy that made it against the rules to multi-stream even if you're not an affiliate. Even non-affiliates are not allowed to stream. So, are not allowed to multi-stream. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. But like, I was looking into it a little bit because I was talking about multi-streaming and stuff. And even non-affiliates are blocked from multi-streaming. That was a huge part of their people. Because if you can multi-stream, why not just throw Twitch in the mix real quick? Right? But I can't do that. I literally, personally, someone who's always on Twitch and has always streamed on Twitch, just said, nah, I'm not going to do Twitch today because I want to try these other ones. Like, you know, you're secluding yourself. You're blocking yourself off and removing the ability. If anything, they should have opened up multi-streaming because the other places allow multi-streaming. So these people that were told, hey, come on over to Kick, they'll stream on Kick, but they'll also multi-stream in some cases to wherever they came from because they're not going to want to miss out on that audience. You know, like these people that were paid millions of dollars to stream on Kick, okay, they still have a following on Twitch. Why are you going to shut it down? Let them multi-stream to Twitch. They're not going to deny that money. Just because what? Just because you're Twitch? No. You know, so then the big streamers could multi-stream very easily to Twitch and where they were paid to, and they get to keep their audience, and Twitch gets to keep a good streamer. But no. Nope. They're like, nope, boom. They shut it down. So, you know, I mean, they're killing themselves. And that's what has me worried. You know, that's why it's an issue. That's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's about time to go somewhere else. So that's why I'm looking into, honestly, I don't know about Kick yet. I think I actually like the idea of YouTube streaming. And that's because I have a lot of videos on this account. Like a lot of videos. And there used to be a lot of people who loved my content. Like a lot. Like I got so many comments. I have screenshots of comments telling me how awesome I am. You know, motivational folder when I got down from depression before I was medicated. But even after that, dude, it's still cool to look at. But I have screenshots of people just literally saying, you're the man. You know, and it's like, that's great. That's awesome. I love that. So why, since now it's an option, why would I not stream on YouTube? If that's where a lot of my people are? You know, even to this day, I get a lot of video views. I haven't done videos in a while, but now if I stream to YouTube, I don't necessarily need to. I switched over to streams the whole time, but there's still a lot of content coming out. So it's like, some people won't like it, some people will skip through it, but ultimately, you know, yeah, exactly. It's a pretty safe bet as far as longevity. But as long as it's still open to multi-streaming, I don't really mind doing that either, as long as this is easy enough for me to maintain. You know, it's very, you know, going to Kick is like, all right, you know, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, probably was. Yeah. I mean, initially when like, all right, okay, there's a whole concept in technology, right? I'm one of those people, and I'm not trying to like be cocky or anything, but I'm good at pattern recognition. I'm a smart guy, you know, I can see these kinds of things. And a lot of times some company will develop something, right? Let's just use YouTube as an example because this is what we're talking about. But YouTube will come up with its own like thing. So it disconnected and reconnected. I'm not sure how far back it was, but it totally did just like glitch out for a second. I apologize for that. OBS did it. It wasn't even like, I have no idea. But basically, you know, you'll have YouTube who based in videos, and now they're seeing Twitch do all these streaming, and they want a piece of it. So the big group of people who don't like change is really who it is the people who don't like change will kind of lash out. They're like, oh my god, YouTube's doing streaming now, they're just jumping on the bandwagon, they're just doing that. Of course they are. It's a viable situation that they are kind of in the ballpark of videos, and it's a huge revenue stream. They're a business. Why wouldn't they jump on that bandwagon? There's nothing wrong with it. So, but you'll have these people who don't like change be like, oh, they're just copying Twitch, I'm going to stay on Twitch. Okay. But after a while, if you give it time, if you give all these new options that people are scared of switching to, if you give them time, they develop into something really good. So initially, YouTube's streaming platform wasn't all that great. Why? Because they were new. My wood is actually over here, isn't it? But now, it's been around for a little while. It's had the ability to, you know, expand, and I need to put you in here as well. You too, I guess. And now it's developed into something like that, you know? It's become this, like you said, viable option. And it's you know, it's just one of those things, like, I understand not liking change, like I really do. I totally do. Typically I hate change myself. Like, honestly, I usually hate when things change. But in this kind of a world where you are streaming, you got to keep up with the times. It's like kind of like I mentioned before. You really have to keep up with it. Where is do I have it at like miscellaneous or something? Where is this? I thought you were in here. Perhaps you're not. I don't know. I know I have some of this somewhere, but I don't know where. But anyway. So it's just one of those, like, 20 seconds? Yeah. It's one of those deals, like, you gotta go with the times if you're gonna survive, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm seeing Twitch decline. I do think it's going down. Yeah. I think that's one of the things. Like, people don't like to leave platforms. So let's just like run through this from a psychological standpoint, right? It's kind of what you're saying, Juskar. I'm gonna go you, Juskar. I recognize the name, but I don't recognize the pronunciation of it. But it's like if you run through it, people do like their own thing. You know, Twitch is uncomfortable because it's new if they've never been there. Stick to fork. Okay, that's fair. I forgot who you were too, actually, to be honest. I remember now. Anyway. But they're switching to I lost my train of thought. If you're on YouTube, you're watching videos, you're used to YouTube, you like YouTube. It's an entire environment on its own. Like, it is a place. People sometimes will look at it and be like, well, a website's a website. You just type in a new string and you go somewhere else. Yes, but it's a different community. It's a different environment. It's almost like going to a new store. One you don't know of, one you don't recognize, because everything is different. There's different people interacting different ways. It can be an uncomfortable situation to do something new. So going to Twitch, for example, the first time I didn't actually like Twitch. It's why I didn't jump immediately to it to start streaming when I saw that it was exploding. I didn't like it. So I was like, you know, the same with, you know, YouTube streaming. Initially, there's always a lot of bugs in the beginning, which is usually why I avoid the first bits. But people who watch YouTube, they're comfortable with YouTube. They go here and be like, oh, there's a new video out from Zog. Let me see it. It's a past stream. So they have to watch a different kind of video. It's not a fully edited video with intro, outro, and it's only 20 to 30 minutes long. No, it's now a stream that's 3 hours long, has no editing. But, you know, it's still the same platform. So there's still a better chance they're going to stay and actually, you know what, let me give this a chance. And maybe when they do that and they see that I'm actually live, they'll jump to the live one and be like, yo, I know this. And I'm thinking that's probably what's going to end up happening at some point, to a degree at least. At least I'm hoping so. Hey, Zero. But I don't know. You know, you never really know. I always have grand ideas. This is how this should work. This is how this should work. And you know what? All of it makes sense in my mind. My logic. Yeah. You know. So my logic is like, it makes sense to do whatever these things are that I think will help. But it doesn't end up being what everybody else thinks. It doesn't actually work that way. I'm actually streaming on Kick right now, Zero. Like I'm like live there. It's not showing me how many viewers. So, well, either I have 0 viewers over there or it's not showing them and not updating them. I don't know, and I don't care. It's new. But I am actually live on Kick right now, technically. But I don't really mind either way. You know, if I continue to have no viewers on Kick and I start gaining viewers on YouTube, I'll go to YouTube. You know, it is what it is, I guess. But in any case, that's why I'm doing this, and that's why I'm doing this, like doing it here. I think for now, I think I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to multi-stream for a while at the very least. But I don't know if I'm going to do the Twitch stuff. Because the Twitch stuff, I was going to do 1 stream a week for Twitch because I'm developing a system. That it's basically the battleground system that I was mentioning. And because my program only worked for Twitch at the time I was mentioning all this, it kind of, I don't know. I wanted to still use it. I was developing it. I put a whole lot of time into it. I wanted to do it, but at the same time, I wanted to do it somewhere that it was going to be well received. And I don't know. But because now it's a situation where it does work for YouTube, or at least that's being developed, I can do it on YouTube. I don't even know if the commands will work, actually. I'm affiliate on Twitch. But if you're going to say multi-streaming to Twitch, you can't anymore. There's a new policy. Even non-affiliates can't multi-stream. They shut that down too. They blocked off everything. I was just talking about it a second ago. Even non-affiliates can't multi-stream, or they're not supposed to. I mean, I don't know what'll happen if you get caught or whatever. It's a new policy. They might warn you first or something. I don't know. But, and I know a lot of people do it and don't get caught. But they shut that down too. It's a recent policy change. It's really, really dumb. I don't know why they're doing it. They're trying to stop their bleeding. They're bleeding heavily. They're bleeding streamers. And they're not, like, they're reacting to it the worst way possible. They're like, oh, no, 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 no. Stop it. Stop, stop, stop. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Boom. All borders closed. And it's like, guys, people are just going to jump the fence. They're going whether you like it or not. The only thing you did is stop them from considering you in the future. What happens when you tell a teenager, you can't go to that party? They go to the party. Encourage them to expand. It's like, yeah, I mean, you can go to the party if you want. But hey, listen, if you get drunk or something bad happens, just call me, okay? I'll come pick you up. Yeah, I'll come pick you up. What are they going to do? They're going to go to the party? They're probably going to realize they don't like being drunk, or at least not nearly as much as everybody else, and they don't want to be stupid, and they're going to call you. Like, this is kind of dumb, Dad. Can you come get me now? Maybe that would have happened if Twitch reacted better. But anyway, I digress. There's a thing here. That's what I was doing. I was chopping down houses. I was trying to put all my stuff away because I couldn't remember what I was doing. Like, well, I ran out of inventory room when I was chopping down the houses. But, yeah, let me actually get these guys too. This is, I don't really need them, but I also don't want them here. Hoes work better in this, and I just put my hoe back in a bin. Yeah. I mean, it depends. Give them the antidotes to all the problems, but to a degree, there's a difference. To a degree, there's definitely a difference. But, you know, I mean, I don't want to criticize too many, like, parents or anything that do that. You know, I mean, you know your kids better. Some kids would go out and maybe they'll sink further into the party scene and disappear from your life forever, which is what parents fear, you know. Oh, you're going to become a drug addict and go to jail. And I mean, maybe that'll happen. You know your kids better than me. But I mean, in a general sense. That's usually the side of the fence I land on when it comes to parenting children. If you let them explore, they have less curiosity. Less curiosity means more control, because if they're going to go and somebody's going to be like, hey, man, try this thing. And they've already tried it and they don't like it, they'll be like, nah, dude, it's good. Oh, you're a wimp. Like, no, actually, I tried it 2 weeks ago. I don't know how you stand it. It's terrible. And you know what? Maybe they convinced their friend not to. Like, what do you mean it's terrible? They explain it to him, and all of a sudden, you know what? You're right. I think I'll stop too. It's dumb. I don't know. Anyway. It's funny I use that analogy because my brother is actually a druggie. He's a drug addict, alcoholic. So it's funny that he didn't do that, but I was peer pressured by him when I was younger to do some of these things. And my parents didn't allow it. They definitely were the kind of no. But I did it anyway. And then I just hid it from them. Anyway, I don't know why I'm walking around aimlessly. I keep forgetting what I was doing. I do that sometimes. It does happen. I'm breaking down houses. I'm chopping up these guys to get rid of them. And those of you who are watching on YouTube after the fact, this is what I'm like before the editing. You're welcome. All right, so I need to, well, I want to finish breaking this down. This has actually been bugging me for a while, the fact that this house is floating so much. All right, so there we have some of these guys. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Good, good, good. I didn't collect all of it. There you are. Okay. That's one reason I like the mini-map. Okay, 4. And then resets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. Not stupid, super, super necessary, but, you know, it's still good. Still good. Oh. Let's go. Yeah, kind of. Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. I mean, well, okay, it's not really 90%. A lot of times, I don't know. It depends on the rambling that I do. And that's one of the issues I had early on with my editing. Is it seemed like some of my rambles drew people in and others didn't. Because I in the beginning, I actually kept a really, really close eye on the statistics. Because I was trying to grow, you know. I figured they would be useful. And they probably are, but I don't know how to use them, so I stopped paying attention to them as much. I only pay the slightest attention now to the bigger numbers. But it's like, I don't know, in the beginning it was like some of my rambles worked and some of them didn't. And I think now it's because of my repetition and how I talk in circles, as I call it. So that's probably why, but at the time I didn't know that. So I was kind of like, how do I do this? What do I do? But because it's me talking, I never really know when I'm going too far with circles, talking in circles. So it's hard to edit it all out. So I've just kind of said, it's less work if I don't. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad, but I'm just going to leave the multitude of things in there. If it becomes really obvious that I've said the same thing 14 times in a 2-minute span of time, then I'll remove it. But otherwise, it's whatever. Although at the same time, sometimes it's useful. Like, especially in videos, you don't have people talking in chat to you. You know? So you got to talk to yourself a lot. And it's easier sometimes to cut out the silence is actually usually what I do. If I'm talking, I usually won't edit it out. But when I know I can usually feel when I'm coming up to a segment of, okay, I don't have any words to go with this. This is just going to be a lot of mundane work. Be like, all right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get this done. I'll talk to you guys in just a second. And then I'll, zoom to whatever it is I was, the finished product once I have more to say. Can't do that in a stream. Can't really do that in a stream. So, Yeah, I don't know. I suppose, like, I have put streams on YouTube. So some people know. Like, but that was me uploading them, to YouTube, which used to be that kind of the go-to of it. You would stream on Twitch, download the VOD, and then put it on YouTube. And I did that. So some people do know me. Some people know of me and are like, okay, this guy talks a lot. He talks a lot. It's one of those things. You're welcome. But anyway, so I have a lot of these houses broken down. I need to keep going with them. Let me break down some more of these. So I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. And this is one of the things I told people earlier. I don't really have a story in mind yet. So my beginning story is one that was handed to me from, from Nano. And it's going to be like an animal. I think it was Nano. It was Nano. It was you, Nano, right? I'm terrible at remembering names. I apologize. But basically, it's going to be a creature conservatory, or basically a zoo. And yeah, I mean, I think that's going to work out pretty well, I believe. I forgot that I actually have the ability to hold shift, I think. Is this something I have? It is. What do you know? Oh, this is part of the house, so it doesn't count. It was like the house and the corner of the build, or the corner of the building and the tree grew in the exact same spot. That was weird. Also kind of interesting, but weird. But yeah, we're gonna do some kind of like an animal thing, I guess. I don't know. But in my mind, if we're gonna do some kind of animal thing, I need room. Hence the clearing out of the houses. And I'm also gonna need a lot of villagers. But we actually have a stash of villagers underneath everything. When we go down here, I think I can get out of here. I think I can. Yeah. So we have a stash of villagers here that I can actually just pull out a different way. Like, I got to walk through them here and get downstairs now. But we have lots of them, and we can do whatever we want with those. So we can use those guys to actually do some stuff in that regard. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I do, but I meant, I can walk through an area to get out of there. But anyway, so the idea is that I want to, if I'm going to do that, I need to break open the area. But the other thing that's going to happen once I do uncover this area and kind of clear it out is more ideas are going to form. So that zoo or conservatory idea is kind of the starting point, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. Typically, I don't make zoos. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to do it. But I can tell you that the idea usually evolves. Over time, a new idea will spark that kind of augments the original idea, and that's kind of what I run with. I do that kind of as things go. Ooh, that's a great idea. Let's do that now. Sometimes it requires me to rebuild or tear down something, but ultimately it fits in with the theme of things. And I'm looking for not just a building type. Like if we get all the way through and I build this conservatory and I don't have any other grandiose ideas for how to expand, that's where we move away somewhere else and I create a new story. I create one somewhere else that does allow me to move on. And, I don't know. Animal hospital? Yeah, it's an idea. I could make a building, a hospital building, sort of. Research rooms could be. Testing platforms. Have a lot of bunnies in there for testing purposes since we don't have like guinea pigs or rats. Armor stand magic. Yeah, I can't do that, though. I mean, I probably could. I don't want to say can't. But I'm not familiar with that, I'll say. That's something I would have to learn all of. And I don't have that mod installed. But we'll see what I can come up with. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. I'm basically just trying to clear out the area because one thing that definitely helps me think of ideas is a fresh, clean, like huge open area. And I'll be like, ooh, I can do this here, that here, this or that, or this or that, or whatever. Words. Too many words. Shut up, Zoke! Okay, fine then. But, I don't know. I just don't know what's going to come out of this brain just yet. I have torn down the first house I have ever stayed in this world. It's now gone, except for the roof. Give me a second, and the roof will be gone as well. We are getting a lot of wood, though, which is very good, because we need that. Okay. I don't know, does that show the Restream.io thing? You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Okay. Sure. Thanks, Restream. Make a project great for ideas. You have all the time in the world to accidentally come up with something great. Indeed, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like to evolve things. I don't necessarily come up with a mega project, like, right away. Necessarily. It's just I don't know. Like, I let it evolve into one. I start with something smaller, like, oh, we're going to make a zoo. But then later on, like, it'll expand and be like, oh, we have this research hospital even. We have this research, not shown? Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know if it would be or not. I've received 100 messages, I guess. Woo! Gives me the option to tweet it. I don't know why you would want to tweet that. But I don't know, that one idea, like, right, a zoo or a conservatory, you can have the research center, you can have facility, good word. Like, it can expand into animal hospital or research center or research facility or whatever the case is. And it's like, okay, I mean, that's cool. So what has one of those in it? A town does. Okay. Or we can even go the route, where are they supplied from? Or where do the workers live? Or, like, it can just evolve, and then all of a sudden we have a cityscape with apartment buildings and schools, because those guys have to learn to take care of them. So we got to make a college now, and it's got to expand. I just don't really want to expand into a whole town is kind of a thing. Like, cityscapes are very commonly done. I like to make other things that are more, I wouldn't say interesting, but less common, I'll say. I'll say less common because more accurate, I think. Cityscapes are done all the time. You can always make a building, and I'm not against making buildings, but I want something interesting, you know, kind of like I had with one of my worlds where I had the iron farms that were interesting. Like, it made it look like the world created these golems from iron caves. So what I had was a very thin, a very specific place for golems to spawn inside of a cave. I restricted their spawning like that. And because of that, I made it look like they came out of caves. So we had the iron caves. And in this world, I also had, I don't remember, I think this might be the one where we also had the two factions were on wars because we were across from a river. But we had a warring factions that had two boys who were in love, and they were going to go, they're trying to be together, but their factions were against each other. Like, they were in war and whatever. But the kids they were going to end up running away. So that expanded into one, I have the Iron Caves, which opens up the world to have a lot of different ideas for how and where these creatures come from. Two, I have two different shores that can have completely different types of buildings and weapons because they're at war. I can build a huge battle scene in the middle of it over water, which I can do more water stuff below it because, I don't know, maybe the shells of the explosions are you know, doing some kind of negative something to the water. So then we turn the water into this brown or murky thing that's killing the environment. And then we also have the retreat that these two boys have run off while their parents are fighting, basically. And, you know, now we have this huge world where a lot of things have happened. And it's different. It's not normal. It's not, I built a cityscape. It's, I built this intricate world where things that haven't really existed anywhere else exist here. You know, and I'm sure people have done similar things, but you get the idea. Like, it's just, those are the kinds of stories that I want to create. Problem is, it takes some time to think of them, and sometimes they just come to me sporadically, and I can't control when that sporadic moment happens. So it's kind of a little bit difficult to just randomly come up with it. But big open spaces do help me usually. They do help me figure things like that out. But I don't know. So we start off with a conservatory. Maybe an alien. Maybe some kind of extraterrestrial force has come to this world and has collected these animals in their own pens and has constructed their environments based on what it thinks they like. In order to preserve their life so that they can continue testing on them. So it's a testing facility by an extraterrestrial force. And this alien is basically going to have somewhere to live. It's going to have a show. It'll have to have I've run out of room. He'll have to have a ship. That's what I meant. You know, and have to have all these things that, kind of like a play on Noah's Ark, only more of it's an alien that's investigating the world. Perhaps maybe this, we could do something along those lines where we could have the alien mothership, right? And hi, Mike. I don't really do follow per follow. I apologize. I've never really been big on it. I feel like it just makes the numbers fake. To each their own, but I'm not really up for that. I apologize. But it's like a mothership or whatever this alien came in on. And this mothership had its own animals from its own planet in the ship. So we could have the 120 animals or some of the newer animals that have come in recent versions. Like we can have the frogs there. We can have obviously the sniffers there. We can put the allays in there maybe if I can figure out a way to do that, because I think they just mainly follow you around. But I don't know. There might be a way to stick them in place. I haven't actually gotten one in survival. But yeah, we can do all these things, and that can be the mothership that's floating in the air. So we have now a huge, massive mothership build where I have to make it big enough to house these animals. And then on the ground, this alien also has constructed the environment so that he can learn what the animals of our planet want and need, establish their habitats, and introduce the aliens from his planet to ours. And that way they're like adjusting to each other at a slow point so that the ecosystem can adapt and it doesn't collapse everything. Why? Because maybe this other planet he came from was dying and he wanted to prolong it. He doesn't want to destroy another planet. He just wants to assimilate into one. So he's a good alien that's trying to just live out his life or something. And I don't know, something along those lines. I'm kind of talking randomly now because I don't really know if I even want to do this. But this is just kind of how my ideas evolve over time. It's just one of those things that, I don't know. I'm kind of trying to generate ideas in my own head too. It does tend to help to kind of talk out loud and stuff. But I don't know, maybe something like that. Like building an actual Noah's Ark could be a thing too. Or we could even augment this story, right? This is why I love chatting with people in the community, right? We augment it, okay? So what if we have Noah's Ark or Zog's Ark, because it's my world, right? So we have Zog's Ark, and Zog's Ark will have all of the animals that are pre-118 or whatever, from a few versions ago. All the typical ones we all know and love that have been around forever. But a lot of the new ones, maybe even glow squids, all the way back to glow squids and beyond or something. Axolotls, all these things. So we have all of these on Zog's Ark. But instead of Zog's Ark saving it, it's then attacked. Not necessarily attacked, but like intercepted by the alien mothership. So the alien mothership is actively holding up with a tractor beam or something, I don't know, this Zog's Ark with all the animals on it, and is like in the process of beaming down the new ones or something along those lines, to help assimilate them together, injecting the new animals into Zog's Ark so that when we do land to establish the new world, all of these other animals, I don't know, assimilate together. I don't know. Something along those lines, maybe. I don't know. It just kind of like it could be anything. Is kind of my point. Like, it could go anywhere, do anything that we want. And that's what I like about it. And that's why I don't want to just, I'm going to build a cityscape. I don't want that. There's nothing wrong with it. I probably can't even build a cityscape with some of the quality a lot of people can. But I would rather do the random, weird, crazy things. The stories that you would only find in books. Like movies don't even put these kinds of things out. I also had the other idea before, because I'm writing a book, right? Well, I'm actually writing short stories on Patreon now, which I'm not actually doing too much recently, but I want to get back into it. It's another one of the things I'm trying to focus on. But I could write the stories in Minecraft. Like I can create the elements for the stories in Minecraft. So when I write a story for Patreon, I can recreate that story here. And I don't know how often it'll happen. I have some stories I would already have to recreate, but I totally could. Like it could totally be a thing. Maybe not the entirety of it, because obviously moving parts and, you know, the story would involve moving people. But I could create a couple of still points. So I could have the storybook location of these particular individuals that I write about or create in my brain. I think I might actually do that part, though. I kind of like that idea. Because some of the stuff that I write about is, like, I want to make it. Like, I see it in my head a certain way. And I know the whole point of it is when you read the stories, you create your own version of it to a degree. Like, if I describe, you know, a lake, not necessarily a lake, but like a pond more so. We'll say a pond that is surrounded by high cliffs. Those high cliffs have a few trees on them, and there's birds swarming about. That's enough detail for the book to make sense with the story moving forward. But at the same time, all of us just imagine something different. Very similar, but not the same. And that's one of the wondrous things about the book. So it's interesting. I guess thanks for the follow, but I don't do follow for follow, Levy. So if that's the only reason, you can unfollow and I'll be okay with it. I don't believe in follow for follow, sorry. I lost where I am. Oh, I'm up here. Okay. So, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, it'd be really cool to have an area for that. Yeah, they're getting pretty extreme for sure. That's definitely a negative mark against this particular place, but I don't know. The thing is, it could actually work here. On Twitch, that doesn't work. It doesn't actually do anything for you. People think it does, but it doesn't. But because the system is very new, it actually could help. Like, follower count could play a role in how often you're seen. Not that I'm condoning it, but I can see why they do it. If you get it early enough and get popular before they patch it, you know, I can't really fault them for it. I get it. Gaming with the boys. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good to be back on YouTube, I think. I think it's pretty good. No, I mean, it is pretty good. I like being here. I like YouTube. I always have liked YouTube. It's just, I don't know. I think streaming is really where my forte is because I spent years making videos before I even knew what streaming was, before I knew it was a possibility. I spent a very, very long time doing it. And like making videos. And, you know, after a time, you get a little, well, some people do anyway. I did. You get a little tired of editing videos. So, I don't know. It kind of got that way for me. Like, I wanted to just record and be done with it. And that's exactly what streaming is. There's no editing. There's no... Oh, I meant that. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. I see. Gaming with I gotcha. Okay, yeah. Adios, Delona. Thanks. And no worries. But like a... You know, I don't know. There's a lot of people who would stream and then they would edit their streams down. But you don't have to, you know? A lot of people don't. And for me, it's just... It's not something I enjoy. I don't enjoy editing as much. I don't dislike it. There are times where I'm like, you know what? I could do this really, really cool thing. So it could happen eventually. You know, I could do more YouTube. I probably... Well, I don't want to say I will. I'm trying to do more tutorials because tutorials work really, really well on my channel. Especially for like mods and stuff. Like I have a video on YouTube that has like over 500,000 views now, I think. I don't remember. It doesn't grow very quick. Like it's a really, really old video, so it's not like it's making me a lot of money or anything like that. It's just it has a lot of views. I even refer back to it because it's a tutorial, you know, it's a reference point. And I don't know. I want to make more of those. I want to make more tutorial videos. But also now I can stream. So I can do a little bit of editing with those videos, but also I don't have to worry about editing for the streams because after I'm done streaming, they're just on the channel. Like they're done. They're there. Ready to go. And I get to basically do what I've always liked doing. I just record and be done with it. Granted, editing makes videos better sometimes. People understand what streams are. Like, they know. They know it's a raw, unedited thing. Some people like them, some people don't. To each their own. That is a flower pot. Alright. And... But yeah, so I want to do a story. And if we do, see, I'm not sure which story I want to go with. Like, I may not even do any of the stories we talked about necessarily, the aliens or Noah's Ark or whatever. I feel like Noah's Ark's probably been done a lot, as well as like a zoo area. I'm not against doing it. I kind of like the idea of maybe twisting that into an alien who is testing or at least secluding these guys to the point of testing. Where's my ladder at? There's a kitty cat. Oh, it's over here. Wow. Further over than I thought. All right. That's a thing. All right. But I don't know. The goal is just to find some kind of a story, and I'll end up thinking about it off camera too, because I haven't really done a whole lot this stream. I just broke down a bunch of stuff. Then again, I wasn't really trying to progress this stream either. This is all about figuring out how well it works to see if it's plausible that I continue doing it this way. It seems okay, but I got to look at the replays and everything afterwards. But I will say I may not be streaming on Friday because, like I mentioned, it is my birthday. Well, actually, I don't know if I mentioned, but my birthday's in 2 days. Well, all 4 of those iron golems are stuck. Well, they were anyway. Is it still all 4 of them? I think there's only 2 now. But my birthday is in 2 days. So, of course, we're going out and doing stuff. We're visiting this place called Dollywood in Tennessee. We got season passes for it or whatever. She got me season passes. And we're going to end up going there a few times every once in a while. But the first time we're going is actually tomorrow and maybe the day after as well. Depends on how we like it and whatnot. We might go 2 days in a row. I think we're probably going to hit up the water park first. And then we're going to go to, the rest of it. And we'll see what. That's going to be a lot of fun, though. I could always do, I don't know, in here. I could do a bit of a... I didn't break down the other... No, I didn't. Oh, that's my... I was like, what is making that sound? I forgot that. I don't know what the sound is. Somewhere along the way, I didn't break down the rest of this either. That's interesting. I wonder if that's because I ran out of room and then I never came back to get the other stuff. So all of a sudden, it's gone. I despawned a bunch of those things because, reasons. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. The idea is that I get rid of it, so that's cool. But I don't know. I just got to figure out what it is that I want to build. Yay, old dog! No, this isn't another new world. This is the same old one. I'm just changing it up. Also, hi. It is. It is indeed. No specific party or anything. I'm not a big fan of gatherings, like social gatherings. I like hanging out with a couple of friends every now and then. But when it comes to my birthday with my day, I usually like to just me and my girl kind of thing. And we'll hang out. We'll do something together. That's about it. We don't do follow for follow, buddy. The second time you've asked. If it doesn't happen the first time, it's not going to happen the second time. But anyway, so... you know what? I have this. I forgot. I can see if I've cleared a lot of things out this way, too. It's also nighttime, so that's dangerous, but, you know. So it looks like all I really need to do is clear out this house here and maybe get rid of this. And we can see about making something else in the area. But what can we make? Do we want to do a thing? I don't know if I want to do like a villager thing. Villager thing? I'm losing track of my words and stuff. I'm losing track of stuff. I don't want you either. What are you? Oh, this was like the makings, the beginning of my other one that I was going to do. That I stopped like halfway into or something. I don't know. Did I have one of those already? Doesn't look like I did. I don't need a dandelion. Thank you. I will take some trapdoors though, because I always like trapdoors. What else do I want to get rid of? Anything else? I don't really need seeds. But, I'll go drop some stuff off. I need to go to sleep anyway. I probably should sleep now. Anywho. Alright, so I need to go over on this side. That guy can burn to death because I don't care. Probably a little late to say it because I'm not sure which of this is going to show on YouTube or not. But there are messages. I am multi-streaming to YouTube and Kick, so if I'm responding to something you're not seeing, that's probably why. It probably came from the other one. But anyway. Anywho. But yeah, no, so we're going to end up going to... the water park, I think, is going to be first. That's, I think, our first stop. And depending on how that goes, we might stay there all day, or we might just kind of hop over to the theme park. And depending on what we discuss that day, tomorrow, we'll either go and do it all tomorrow if we can, or we will attempt to come back the next day. Do I have... These are actual crops up here, I think. And seeds, I guess, too. I guess I put seeds up here as well. That's fine. So I also have... I was going to put some of the wool and everything here. Flower pot's going to be miscellaneous. Because why not? Then... dirt. Dirt. I think I need to get the chat somewhere better viewing. I'm kind of missing it a little bit every once in a while. I see it a little late. I mean, the whole multi-stream thing is going to add an extra delay as well. I mean, that's unavoidable when you multi-stream. I'm just hoping it's not too bad. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I need to go pick up the other carrots and things. Jump, 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 jump. So it's over here. They should work in, they should actually work for you. On YouTube, it should work. It won't work on Kick, but it should work on YouTube. I'm actually testing that program, so if you wanted to use it, you can see if it actually works, but I'm not sure exactly. Because it is a, it's, you know, it's basically an alpha level program. I'm in a preview version. Yeah, I don't think that worked. Well, that one's not going to work because I haven't set the server and stuff. The nano one should have worked. Maybe not. Can I do it this way, I wonder? If I do it this way and do... Huh. So that doesn't work either. Interesting. That's actually a completely different service too. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that's not going to work there. Yeah, that's the Botrix thing, though. That's actually a new one that I don't ever want to use after I get everything set up. That is one heck of a delay, though. Let me try to... I'm going to try this. If I go... Ouch. Cracked my neck a little bit on accident. I'm just gonna start playing my voice. Oh yeah, see it says this here. Mute. There we go. Caught it just in time. Okay, so if I do it from here, I want to say... So it did actually show it from there, so that works the same way, but... So it doesn't look like it's actually working? I wonder why. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that later for sure. Because apparently that doesn't work. I don't know if it's because I go to Restream or if because the application is new. This part of the program is supposed to work, though. It's just not right now. Let me put a dirt block back in here because reasons. Oh, let me get this too. I want to kind of fill it in a little bit so that it's not so open. Like there's not a big hole there and everything. So now I have this, I have all the dirt, some of the dirt at least. And then I can fill one in here. That's, I was going to say out my legs, but nope, don't need to. It wasn't that painful. It's just a tiny little hop. Oh yeah, definitely. I just need to figure out exactly what it is and test it more. It's mainly because, like, it came out, like, this program actually came out just before this stream. Not, like, just before the stream, but, like, just before... Oof. Oh. Hey, Barbara. It came out just before... like earlier today, basically. So I didn't have a whole lot of time to actually hook it up and test it or anything. Been streaming a couple years, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. I'm just working on making a change to away from Twitch, basically, and I'm looking for a new place. So I'm multi-streaming right now to Kick and YouTube. We're gonna see how that goes. Actually, I've been streaming longer than that, technically. I've kind of been on and off for a while. If you want to count all the way from my first stream, it's probably been 5 or 6 years. Minecraft, I've been playing forever. Super long time. I couldn't even put that to years. 10 plus years. At the moment, no, I'm good. I had a feeling that's where it was going. I appreciate the offer, though. I'm gonna go... like this. All right. Will do. I appreciate it, Barbara. You pressed a button. Oh, darn. It's okay. No worries. Buttons are okay to press. I actually wanted to chop this down a little bit, I think. Shave this off a little bit, just like that. And we'll kind of leave this kind of like that. I wanted to make this look a lot more natural, because obviously it doesn't right now. That's too far, though. We can leave this a little bit like that, maybe. I'm actually making the natural, or making the the natural terrain gen look... Well, actually, no. This is all off, isn't it? This was all added by me. I remember this. I vaguely remember this. Alright, well, you know, we're just going to go like this then. We're going to make the natural terrain gen look a little bit more natural, I think. All right, there we go. Give me the dirt blocks. I don't really need them, but you know, why not? Yay, water! Woo! All right, I went swimming a little bit. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow for sure. For sure. All right, so I think I've gotten a decent amount of things. Oh, I need to clear those fences out of there for sure. But obviously we have the path blocks that we don't like, but I can deal with those for now. I want to... this is actually podzol from me growing huge trees. I forgot that I even did that. I didn't really need any wood. And I need to come over here and get rid of this as well. I need to get rid of this too. I'm going to have to be very, very careful when I do this one. Because if we're not careful, then these guys are going to spawn golems on or near this building. So that's a thing. But let me go ahead and sleep. We're going to do the sleepy sleep. That sleep stuff. It's possible. Kick, so far my impression of Kick is that it looks a lot like Twitch. Like currently it's just a reskin of Twitch, which from a business standpoint, as long as it's not against any rules, is not actually a terrible idea. Because it means it'll be familiar for new people. I don't think it should be exact like it pretty much is. Because right now it's exact, but it's got more bugs in it. Which is not good. But I think that's one of the things. Like obviously it's new. It's still being developed and they're working out the bugs and kinks and things. But, you know, it's new. Hi. Hi there, bye there. Hi, creeper. Come here, creeper. I'll take a little bit more gunpowder. Why not? I have infinite gunpowder now because I kill ghasts automatically and stuff. But, you know, that's always fun. Hey. How? How did you do that? I have knockback on my weapon. What is this? This super spider with knockback resistance? What is this? This is nonsense. What is this nonsense? But yeah, I think I might actually try to do the story elements that I'm writing about. I want to start writing some more. But for now, since I haven't quite had the time or ability to schedule that yet, Green skin of Twitch, yeah. Green skin of Twitch was hard-coded reserve spots for gambling streams. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, right now, we'll see how things go, but I am leaning more towards YouTube. Towards streaming on YouTube exclusively. Restreaming is never going to be a permanent thing for me. It's just not something I'm really into. And I don't know. It's always felt like more of a testing grounds than any kind of a real thing. I know a lot of people do actually, they do multi-stream like all the time, every time, which I'm not necessarily going to like criticize anybody for, but at the same time, it is not what I want to do. I had a trash can over here. What happened to my trash can? Bummer. I need to make a new trash can. I'm gonna make my trash can over here, I guess. My trash can. Do you like it? It's so fancy. The ground hole is just amazing, right? So if we do this, now I can't walk into it on accident, but I can run right up against it and just be like, boop. All done. All right, so now that we have that, and we can, oh wait, I need this one? Yeah. Oh wait, I don't have a gate in there yet. That's fine. We have hostile mob ones, and we'll have these guys. We have flowers, we do. We have stone, we do. Good. Goody, goody, goody. Okay. Now, we've done that one. I need to break down the other house down there. This guy's good over here now. I think, right? I got that one? I know I started. Okay, I did finish. It's got a little bit of water there, but eh. That's my construction, so I don't want to tear that down. These things are my construction, so I don't want to tear those down. Interesting. That might be from when I trimmed the trunks. That could be chunks. Trimmed the chunks. Could be from when that is. But anyway, if we do that, yeah. All right, so I need to make sure I'm going to go and break these down the right way. I kind of want to get on the roof, but the roof is currently not spawnable. So if we start this differently, like we go, they're generated in trunks. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's definitely the case. I believe that. I believe that completely. So we need 3 blocks high, right, in order for them to spawn. So if we do that, and then we take this, and we actually make these not spawnable, then he can't spawn. As long as we dig bottom up, they won't be able to spawn here. We won't have any issues, theoretically. As long as I don't create any 3 high gaps for them, we should be fine. Should be, being the operative term there. There's no more glass over there, right? I think I already got the other glass out. I don't see any other glass, so I think we're fine. Boop, 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 boop. The only problem with digging bottom up like this is, well, can't always reach the top of a house. It seems like I can reach the top of this one, so we're fine. But you can't always reach the top of the house. But I'm wondering what kind of stuff they have. I haven't really looked up what they've got at Dollywood? Is that what I said it was called? I don't remember now. I don't remember names. I'm terrible with names. I think that's what I said it was. I don't remember what they have at anything really. I'm gonna look, and it's gonna be a big like adventure for me to see it in the like initially. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. Do I want that over there? I don't think I do actually. I think I want to trim that down and try to make it look a little natural, just so it's, you know, locked off and stuff. So if we trim this out, like a lot of this is going to be generated, obviously just by terrain gen and everything. I don't want to necessarily only trim off the top level though either, unless of course, there we go. Unless it looks natural underneath, right? Because some of this stuff was made and built up to it. Like, it feels like this is all fake here, and I want to make it look a little more natural. I want the whole area to look natural, except for the paths. Eventually, I'll take care of those too, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. The path blocks, at least it's clear. It's nothing sticking up or standing in the way of anything, you know. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure how far down I'm going to go with digging underwater here. I do love the water, though. I already mentioned I'm not doing follow for follow, Levy. If you don't stick around to hear the response, then not on me. But anyway, so many of those. It's really unfortunate that there's so many follow for follows. But whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. It will be what it will be. I do know that Kick is still being developed. Eventually, the follow for follow thing isn't really going to be a thing. Like, I don't know. I need to stop the swim mode stuff, though. That's something I definitely don't want right now. I'm just wondering if it actually helps. I don't think it helps. I'm imagining they would get that pretty early. I don't know. Alright, so I got some more stuff that's in the water. I need to grab the in the water things. That's a piece of wood. File thing is just copy paste? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it, Cyber. Like that's the way to do it. That's you just like be in the world. If you actually stay for a few minutes and talk, like it's much more likely you're actually gonna do it. You know, like thanks. But if you just pop in and be like, yo, follow me, and then leave, like why? Why, you know? You want to hang out for a bit, see who I am, and then decide if you want to follow because you actually like the content? Good. Fantastic. That's the way it should be. And I'll follow people. I'll be like, you know, okay, let me check this person out. If I don't like how they stream or whatever, then I won't, you know, I'll unfollow. It's just use the system as it's intended. What I think anyway. But what do I know? There's a lot of people who think it's, I don't know, useful, so they're doing it. Oh yeah, I get that too. That's how I am. That's how I am as well. Thank you for the comment. That's how I am. Like I don't know. It gets a little tedious sometimes trying to be everywhere at once. And like I've actually been questioned before by some people. Like I would follow them and I'd show up in other people's chats. Because, you know, there's communities, right? So there's a bunch of people. You follow a bunch of people in one group. They all follow each other and they're all in each other's chats and stuff. And then, like, I'll be in one person's chat because I have the time. And I won't show up in another person's chat because I'm, like, sleeping or something. And then they'll, like, a couple of them would ask me, be like, why do you show up in this person's chat but not mine? Is it my content? Like, am I doing something wrong? Am I just... Like, why? I don't understand why you don't show up in mine, but you show up in theirs. And I'm like, I just have to sleep, man. I can't do this all the time. I just have to sleep. But I get it. I need to... I don't know. Is that good enough for me? I don't know. I guess it's probably good enough for me. Good enough for now, at least. I can tolerate that, I guess. Definitely time for sleep, though. I need to sleep. Must do the sleep thing. And I need to do it somewhere that's not down here. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to do the same thing, actually. I created one in the past that was... There's a lot of really dangerous things around here. Ouch. I'm not going to be able to sleep now, am I? Nice, I'm far enough away. Woo! Hey, Mal, what's up? Been a while. I ain't seen you in a while. How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're still streaming. There's, I've actually hosted a couple of SMPs for small streamers and stuff. Like, I've been streaming a while. I've been very, very inconsistent, and, like, I'm not very popular because I haven't been consistent. But, I don't know. I've hosted a few of them. I've been on a few of them. It's just... It's not always easy to maintain. Like, and there's people who... I don't know. All I'm really trying to say is if you do get to that point, feel free to message me. I'm down. But you got to watch who you invite. You got to be very, very picky about it. Because there's a lot of people who will, like, not do it the right way. Like, they'll be nefarious. They'll be bad because they think it's funny. And they think it'll get them more views if they join a server just to destroy it, kind of a thing, and record it and, you know, put it online. There's a lot of bad people online, basically. You haven't streamed in a long time. I get that. I get that. Working out stuff. Yeah. I get that. I appreciate it, Nexus. Cyber/Nexus. I'm not sure which one you like. Oh, that's more dirt. I don't want to deal with the dirt. Dirt goes this way. Dirt goes this way. But, yeah, it is what it is. Two years. Wow. Any? That works. It's a long time. I didn't know it had been so long. Like, I've been on and off for a while. I'm finally back in a good headspace. Like, you kind of saw how I was in the direction I was going mentally. And I'm back in a good headspace now. I can actually do it regularly and be good and be happy and everything. But that's a long time. Time does fly. It definitely does. I didn't realize it had been that long, because it feels like not that long ago when I was actually in your chat all the time talking and hanging out and stuff. It really does not feel like it's more than 2 years ago. But for what it's worth, I'm sorry, or I'm happy for you. I don't know which one applies, if you want to stream or not. But I know you're pretty busy. At least you were pretty busy. And like me, I used to stream like all the time. Take it easy, Cyber. I used to stream all the time. Now I only stream like 2 days a week. But I do understand it definitely flies, because sometimes like before, you know, like I said, my mind. But I would get in these states where I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling up to streaming today. And then the next day, or like the next stream, and then I would go on, and before I knew it, it had been like 3 months since I've streamed, and I have this huge level of anxiety again where, you know, where I got to go back into streaming again. I want to, but I'm scared of it again. And I'm like, how did it get to be so long already? I feel like I just stopped last week. And it's just, I get that. It really does fly way too freaking quick. That's why I'm focusing now on, like, streaming is a priority. I will cancel a stream, but I've told myself I won't go more than a week without it. Like, I won't cancel more than 2 streams in a row. Because right now I stream twice a week. So 1 week of streams. I won't cancel any more than that in a row, is what I'm focusing on. So if I've canceled 2 streams already, I don't let myself cancel another one, because I know it's just going to get to that point where I'm like, ugh. And I don't want that. So even like this week, like I had it in my mind at some point to not stream today, and it wasn't necessarily for any bad reason. Like I'm fine, but it was just I want to get things set up more, you know, because it's like YouTube streaming and this, and you guys know how I'm a freaking perfectionist. You know, I want things to be perfect. I want things to be excellent, and they weren't before I started, but I didn't let myself cancel it just to set things up, because also the next couple of days is my birthday stuff, and we're going to these parties, this theme park and everything, and I don't know if I'm going to be here to stream on Friday. I might, but I might not. So now that I've streamed once, I'm letting myself kind of like, you know, and it's like, after that though, it should go back to normal. I should start streaming again. I may even add in the 3rd day. And I really want the 3rd day to be other games. So I have 2 days of Minecraft and 1 day of other stuff. And that's kind of what I want to do. Hey, sheep, take an egg. That's my goal. I want to get to that point. I don't know what day I'd stream though. Because right now I do Friday and Tuesday. So I'd probably throw it like Saturday or Sunday. I'm thinking. It'd be Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It'd probably be Sunday. I think it would be Sunday. Yeah. Anyway. So every other day, and then I have 2 days off. Alright, so I broke down everything. Everything's there. I need to see... I don't know if I don't really have anything I really want to do anymore at the moment. Because, I mean, I have a pretty nice area here. There's nothing wrong with the area. Like, there's a decent amount of trees. We have decent water. I love water. I would love to do something in the water. Or somehow use the water. I guess Noah's Ark would be a possibility in that case. I could build like a huge ark like right here. It would have to be gigantic though. But then again, the ark was actually built on land because you're just preparing for a flood anyway, right? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Is that the lava pit? I think it is. It is indeed. Just curious. Whew. I don't know. I don't know. I tell you what, though, I can kind of feel myself fading. It's just kind of a thing that happens. It's only been 2 hours. Usually I go for longer, but she is getting off work soon. Because she went in a little earlier today. I think she gets off at 3:30. So I kind of want to prepare for that phone call. Have things cleaned up a little bit more and everything. But thank you guys for coming out to the first multi-stream of everything. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And anybody watching the either recorded thing on Kick, if there is one, or the video on YouTube, I love you guys too. Well, thank you. Feel free to stop by a live stream every once in a while. Tell me that I will. I will indeed.